Alright guys, welcome back to the channel again. Today we're gonna, oh, I did say last time we said we were gonna work on that script. And we're not gonna say today on the channel where. Today's goal, because we're gonna set goals, guys. So today's goal is to get this hood looking a little better. And the way that we're gonna do that is by getting some mesh in place. Now, I do already have the mesh. And as you can see, I drew out a template. I kind of took that cardboard and stuck it under and just used a marker to trace it. And I'm trying to cut the mesh to size. But what this hood is lacking is tabs. There's nothing under here to secure the mesh to the hood. So we're working on building some tabs, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing that. All right, so for the heck of me, I couldn't figure out how to get this done or how it was done without like fiberglass and a bunch of other stuff. So we got two simple things. I got some black duct tape, and I went with the black just because it would hopefully be less noticeable under the hood. And then I got some E6000. I also have epoxy here, but I didn't want to use the epoxy, and the reason I was worried about using epoxy is because if you don't know what you're doing, you can find the epoxy drying before you even get to use it. So I thought it was better to have something that's ready to go in a tube that won't take too much work in terms of like usage and how you use it. So I did opt for the E6000 for that reason. So let me show you guys what else we got. I don't know where I put them. So on Amazon, I did find this roll of like this metal, it's aluminum wire. I don't know what to call it, but it's like flexible aluminum wire. So this is what I'm using to kind of actually make the tabs themselves. And so far, this is what I've done. So I did half of it. I'm trying to see if it's going to hold, what it's going to do, how it's going to behave before I dedicate myself to the other half of the car. If this works out, I will show you guys step by step what I did as I do it on that side. But essentially, what we did was use the black duct tape to secure the tabs on. Ignore the drips of glue. To secure the tabs on, and then laid glue on the back side of the tape as well, and all over the tab itself on the part that's touching the hood surface, to try to hold that up. So this is my makeshift way of making tabs. I did get the idea from another YouTuber. He didn't go in depth into how he did it exactly, but once he mentioned some of the tools he was using, it was kind of easy to put together. So we're gonna see how this works out. Once it starts adhering a little better, I'm also going around the tape itself to try to kind of seal it so that the tape lasts a little longer or holds on a little better. So we'll see how that goes. Again, this isn't something that's gonna be facing like harsh use. All it's gonna do is use the tabs to secure the mesh onto the hood. I'm gonna leave this secure for a while. It does say give it 24 hours secure. I'm gonna obviously probably give it a little bit less. But once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and add the mesh on and see how we can do with it. All right, y'all, it is the next day and I've had some progress. Let me show you guys what things are looking like right now and kind of where I had to pivot a bit. Because things weren't working the way I wanted them to. So let me just show you guys, actually hood's open, let me just show you guys what we have here so far. These were the tabs that I put in. As you can see right now, there's a layer of tape going across all of those tabs that I did. And the reason that is because the tabs that I got, the aluminum tabs, they're softer than I hoped. So the tension from the mesh, because the mesh material is thicker, was fighting against the soft tabs and it just wouldn't stay in place. So as I was about to quit yesterday, I tried something on this side, and what I did, I'll clean this up, so ignore that. But what I did essentially was I taped the mesh on just to see how it would hold. And it held on this side better than the tabs were holding over there by themselves. So this has been on here since yesterday afternoon. It hasn't budged, it hasn't done anything. So what I did was I went ahead and I added the tape over the sides of each one of these to hold those on as well. Now the tape that I got, it's supposed to be pretty strong. It's Gorilla Tape Ultimate, and it apparently has like an 800-pound hold. So this is what I'm using now. The tabs were a fail. The whole glue thing, like the glue did harden, but the tabs themselves are just too soft. So we're not gonna use the tabs anymore. I'm gonna finish up those two holes with just the mesh and the tape. And because it's a little bit cooler outside, what I've been doing is heating the tape up to make sure the adhesive is nice and tacky and making sure that it holds on nice and tight. So I'm gonna clean up this edge, get some tape on there, same as on that side, and then I'm gonna cut the mesh right there and cover up those two holes. But so far this is how it's looking. And I do think it looks better covered up than it did with just the open holes. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, finish up these two, and see what I have left, because ideally I would love to be able to get some mesh to cover up the bumper cutouts, especially because I moved the oil cooler to this corner, and as you can see, it's only been about a week, but the bugs are starting to collect, and I just want to be able to protect the oil cooler a little bit. So I'm going to try to see if I have enough mesh. If not, I did already order some more. So we'll get those covered up either in this episode or maybe off camera, I don't know. But for now, let me just finish this up. We're all done with the hood. As you can see, it's not perfect. It's actually far from perfect, but it is better than what it was. Unfortunately though, I don't have enough mesh to do the bottom openings on the bumper right now, but like I said, I did order that, so it should be here tomorrow. Just a really quick update, kind of in between things. I got sick over the weekend and everything, so not feeling too good, but I did try to come in here and try to do something. I think where we left off at, I had cut sections and I used the duct tape to try to hold up on this side by itself. And that was a fail. As soon as the motor got hot, all that tape started sagging and it just started looking real ugly. But I did go ahead and order a new roll that I was going to use to try to do the mesh on the bottom of the bumpers. But then I got to thinking, I remember that there are like these cuts in the hood, like these little grooves. I don't know where I put my light so you guys can see. So there are these little grooves in the hood, and what I did on this side was I took the entire roll of the mesh and I just fed it into those grooves. So it's one solid piece of mesh coming straight across the entire section of the hood. And it holds up so well, like, because the mesh isn't flimsy, the tension that it creates, it just sits perfectly in the space. I think what I'm gonna do is, I noticed as I got this piece that one piece wasn't gonna be enough to do both sides of the bumper. So I'm gonna order 3 more rolls. I'm gonna redo that side like I did this one so that they look the same, and then 1 roll for this and 1 roll for that. Back in the garage on another day, feeling much better than I was feeling last week. Still got a little something in my throat, but pause. Anyway, went ahead and I did get those 3 extra sets of rolls of the mesh in, and I jumped forward and got the mesh on this side as well. So as you can see, I did have to make the little cutouts for the hood, the hood pins. But other than that, everything's kind of tucked into the edges and nice and sturdy. So this is how we're looking right now. Put this hood down. As you can see, it's nice and firm in there. So the only thing I have to figure out, and I'll probably use, maybe I can use the duct tape in this scenario, but it's just the edges right here that are kind of laying down because there's not enough of an edge back here to hold it up. So I might find something to hold that in there to the top. It's the same on this corner. If you look here, it's just the very corner there that's kind of like hanging down a bit. So I just need something to support that. So what we're doing right now, I already took out the next roll and trying to kind of straighten it out a bit. It sucks that they sell these like rolled up because it really makes it a pain to straighten out and flatten to get on the surface that you're going to use it on. But got the car on ramps and the jack is supporting from the subframe. So what I'm about to do is get this under tray off, so that way I can have some more room to work from behind to screw in the mesh to start covering these two pockets. So I'm gonna get that off, take a look from behind, see where the actual screw mounts are. I can feel one here, one up here. There's one in the middle here, which means there's one. Yeah, there's like at least six screwing points. So we can get that off, take a look and see what's going on back there, find some short but well-defined screws, like screws with like well-defined threads, just to make sure that I don't have to drill too deep into the bumper to secure it. And I'll probably use like a washer to kind of hold the mesh against the area that I'm screwing on or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Or if not, you'll see what I'm saying. But catch up to you guys in a second. All right, so we got the shield off. I just kind of want you all to be able to see where it is and then putting screws. Because again, when you look at this Nismo bumper from the front, it almost looks like it's just thin the whole way around, but there are some little support points. So you can see one right there, and another one, sorry, bad angle, another one there, and then there, and up there. So I'm gonna get a piece of mesh to size, and then I've got some self-tappers that I'm gonna use. And I've attached like a little baby washer to them just to make it a little wider to support it nicely. And we'll go ahead and we'll put some self-tappers. I'm gonna try to get it at an angle. I don't want to put this in straight. And see if we can get that mesh to hold without poking the screw through the front of the bumper. So back in a bit, let's see how this goes. Okay, so far we are looking pretty good. I'm actually kind of happy at how easy this is working out. So turn the light on. You can see so far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws in, but even with that, it's pretty sturdy. You see this thing's not budging. I might put the other one in this corner here, just because there's a little bit of flex. So we'll put one more screw up here and call it a day, but this is how it's looking from the outside. So from the outside, this is how we look. And I think that looks pretty clean. I like it. I'm really happy I finally decided to do this. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get one more screw in this corner here, just for some added support, because it's got that little bit of flex. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do the driver's side. That side might be a little bit harder, just in terms of clearance, because I did put the oil cooler right there. But that is also one of the bigger reasons why I went ahead and started doing this, is because the oil cooler is so much more exposed. And I don't want to have like rocks and bugs and everything kind of hitting it and cause any damage. So we'll go ahead and get that done next. Oopsie. So I went a little too far with this screw and messed that up. So what I'll do when I'm done here is I'll take a razor. I've got like an X-Acto knife, and I'll clean up this edge, and then we'll just put a little piece of wrap there, a little wrap band-aid, which I've done before. And we'll try to hide that the best we can, but oops. it was bound to happen, and that's kind of what I thought would happen with this thing. I think I just went a little too straight with this screw and didn't angle it into that opening or that groove enough. So that's it for this side though. We'll go ahead, get the next piece of mesh, and start working on covering that side. Just wrapped up on the front end, and this is where we're at. So looking much better. No more open holes. We got mesh there. We got mesh in the hood spots. And like I said, actually now that there's light, let's show you guys a little better. So you can see how the mesh is seated between the supports on the hood. And it's in there nice and firm. So I don't have to worry about that falling off. And then we've got the mesh at the bottom. And I did go ahead and put a little patch where that screw came through, so that would probably be my biggest warning. The self tappers I tried to use were 3/4 inch self tappers, but I guess they were still a little too long. So these were the ones that I was using. So if you can find something smaller, I don't know how much smaller they sell self taps, because these aren't even really all that long, but that would probably be my biggest warning, is try not to use any screws that are too long if you decide to use this method to try to get the mesh in. But it is in there nice and firm. Same on this side. So that's it, guys. Actually a little upset I waited this long to get it done, seeing how easy it really was. Obviously the hood, the first method didn't work out too well for the hood. I don't really like how things were looking. This looks a lot cleaner. So yeah, happy this is over with. Shouldn't have as much sand and stuff running into the engine bay. And now the oil cooler down here should be a little better protected from like bugs and rocks and stuff. So, but that's it for today. Car's gonna stay on ramps because I'm about to do an oil change that's coming due, and a few other things maybe that I just need to tighten up. Yeah, as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you guys being here. Considering doing the fender vents too. If anyone's done that before, let me know, because I'm not sure how I would even support holding the vents on there, because the surface is pretty thin. So if you got any ideas, throw it in the comments. Till next time, guys, peace out and God bless.